Hello, everyone. This is author, motivational speaker, and dating coach Matthew C. Horne, and I bring you a video tonight titled, Ladies, Keep Your Man and Abandon the Sisterhood. Before we go any further, always know my videos in the dating space, they're inspired by my books, How to Get Beautiful Women and Everything Else You Want from Life, in addition to How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women. Yes, they're both available at my website, www.matthewchorne.com. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and push me with the algorithm. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you to everyone who's been engaging and helping me to grow the movement. I appreciate you all, and I see you all. And let's keep this movement going. But let's get right to it. Ladies, keep your man and abandon the sisterhood. And this video came about as just from an observation that sometimes there's a group of women, sometimes they're a little bit older, I would say 35 and up, in their 40s and so forth and so on. And they have a strong clique. You know, they go to brunch, they might travel together, get together on a regular basis, and they're single. Some of them divorced, some of them in and out of relationships, but yet and still there's a staple amongst their group of girlfriends, and that's a good thing. It's good to have friends. But every once in a while, there's a woman within the group that meets a quality man. And what happens is that when the woman meets that quality man, nature begins to take its course, meaning that she's going to be spending more time with him and less time with her group of friends. And sometimes, in my observation, you know, there's a little bit of a resentment, and there's, you know, not always the most positive thoughts towards the woman who found a quality man and who is pairing herself with him and seeing where things can go. And that's a crossroads, meaning, do you want to go down this road with this quality man and operate within nature, which is to pair yourself with a man? Or do you want to stay with your friends and essentially end up like the Golden Girls? It's a crossroads. And with this group of friends, sometimes, you know, some of the girls have an allegiance to the sisterhood. They have a hatred for black men, and they have a disdain that you actually found a quality black man, that you are separating from the group because you want to see where things go with him. And there's a bit of resentment, and it's vocalized to her and amongst a group of other women. But I would rather see that these women celebrate that a woman within their clique is actually in a position to get a quality man, especially as she's getting older. One thing that has to be taken into account is that every woman, she would choose a quality man over being single and kicking it with her girlfriends. Let's call it what it is. Every woman would choose that. And a lot of times when women are together, their conversation is about men anyway. You know, who's doing what, who's met who, who's going where. And that's where the crossroads comes in, because there's not always the most positive sentiment towards the woman who found the quality man. And usually they're in the beginning stages, and that woman and that man are really trying to see where things can go. And that man is looking at her as a potential spouse. So naturally, they're going to be spending a lot of time together. And there was this one instance in particular. I had a conversation with a young woman, more so, I guess like mid-40s, things like that. You know, good woman. And she was telling me about one of her friends and how she met this guy, and she canceled on the group to hang with the guy because the guy had, you know, had a nice surprise planned for her, and she chose the man. And the woman came to me and said that she thinks the guy's controlling, and I don't know if she met the guy or had like a very brief interaction with him, but it just didn't really set right with me. But me being the man that I am, I wanted her to be better and have a better understanding of where this woman's mindset and her essence and her spirit was. And so the first thing I explained to the woman was that even though you've been married, you never really paired with a quality man. And when a woman pairs with a quality man, her natural course of action is to depart from the group. It's not like she's going to turn her back, but you know, when that man comes calling, she is going to meet up with him. She's going to meet him, not at his beckon, but it's just a healthy thing to do, you know. And I was trying to explain to her You know, even though you've been in relationships and been married, like you've never had a quality man in the way that you're describing this man. He's a quality man. So your girl, he's not controlling. It's just a natural course of action of what happens when you meet a quality man. And the thing that I like best about that when I explained it is that she says, I never saw it from that perspective, which means that she's a good woman. She just needed some guidance and direction with that particular instance. And she was receptive and she grew and she learned. And that's why I'm making this video tonight, because some of you all, you're going to come across some quality men, and they're going to take a hard look at you and they're going to want to see where things can go. And the thing about a quality man is that he's going to create a space for you as soon as you two meet. If he sees a future with you, meaning that he's not even going to engage in a relationship unless he can possibly see you as his wife. That's how deep this thing is. But once he sees you as a suitable mate and match, then he's going to begin to create a space for you, which is going to involve you two spending a significant amount of time together. So your clique of your friends that go to brunch and travel and get together and kiki and, you know, all those kind of things that women do, that clique is going to see less of you, and it should be that way. But never choose the clique and their disdain and their negative words about the quality man over the ability to pair yourself with the quality man. And just understand, every woman who brings you resistance within that clique, every woman who has a negative word about you and that man, they want to be in your shoes. Let's call it what it is. They would choose a quality man over constantly being with their girlfriends and keeping company with their girlfriends all the time. So I just made this video tonight just to enlighten and to encourage you to, when you get a quality man in your space, lean toward him. He's leaning toward you. He's creating a space. He's seeing where things can go. He's being present. He's loving, he's caring, and he's putting in the effort, and the unspoken conversation of what he really wants with you is always on display because he's making himself available to you. And he just wants you to meet him as he takes the steps toward you. And that's what it really comes down to. So when you meet that quality man, keep that man. Don't worry about your clique of friends and what they think and their sentiment. And, you know, if some of those women just have a disdain towards black men and things like that, you're going to have it. But ultimately, you have to be true to yourself and what you want. That's why you're present with this quality man. That's why gravity is pulling toward you and away from the crew. That's how it is. That's nature, because we were meant to be paired with one another. And you can be an inspiration to those women. You know, they might say things, it might be negative, a little backbiting, negative talk and things like that. But deep down, they wish they were you. And you can actually pair yourself with this man and go down a healthy road and show those other women within the crew that it's possible. Black love is possible. That if you show up the right way and abide by the principles and the precepts of the quality man who's entered your space, that you can pair yourself with him and maybe create a life with him. And that's just a natural course of action. So you are actually the escape for some of those women to ignite a flame of what's possible when they see you happy and they see you two growing together and hopefully, you know, making it to a place of forever. And that's going to involve you separating, but you can be the visionary within the crew and the semblance of hope that those other women can do the right things and entertain quality men and act the right way and actually get a ring and get favorable outcomes just like you're experiencing. So that was the only purpose of tonight's video, is to just tell you ladies, especially as you're getting older and things are happening and you get a quality man, abandon the sisterhood. It's just a natural course of action, and keep your quality man, because he's going to require certain things of you. Engage with him, because that's the natural course of action of how we were created, was to pair ourselves with one another. This has been Matthew C. Horne, author, motivational speaker, and dating coach. Bring you a video tonight titled, Ladies, Keep Your Man and Abandon the Sisterhood. Abandon that sisterhood. Your union is on the other side of that sisterhood. Always know that my videos in the dating space, they're inspired by my books, How to Get Beautiful Women and Everything Else You Want from Life, in addition to How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women. They're both available at my website, www.matthewchorne.com. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Just engage with me, push me up the algorithm so I can keep these videos going. And if this video has been of value to you, if you've been better for listening to this and your thought process have been elevated and you've been enlightened, drop something in my donation information that's in the description. And if you feel as if coaching from someone like me, Matthew C. Horne, author, motivational speaker, and dating coach, could be of benefit to you, that I can get you on the road to favorable and enjoyable outcomes in the dating and relationship space, email me at matt@matthewchorne.com. We'll set up a consultation and we'll get you moving in the right direction. I'll be back with you very soon with some more videos. And ladies, please don't forget, keep that quality man that enters your life and abandon the sisterhood.